Good morning, Unity. Always a joy to look out and see people streaming in here from their lives, all the different things that you have to do, and you're making time to come together in the spirit of loving harmony. And this world can use all that love and harmony that we can shine out to them. And so we invite you to join us in this ancient Buddhist prayer. And it begins with becoming centered in that infinite peace within. May I be filled with loving kindness. May I be well. And you can just join in as you hear the words. Filled with loving kindness, may I be well. May I be peaceful and at ease. May I be happy together. May I be filled with loving kindness. May I be well. May I be well. May I be peaceful and at ease.
happy.
Now we invite Alice Sparks, the leader of our Youth Ed program, to bless our youth with us.
Good morning, everybody. It's so nice to see each and one of your beautiful faces. Right now, we'd like to take the opportunity to bless our beautiful children here with us and all around the world. Thank you so much. And if you'll just repeat after me, we bless you.
Bless you.
We love you.
We love you.
And we behold the divine spark within you.
We behold the divine spark within you.
May you be filled with peace and love.
Loving kindness, may I be well.
May I be well.
May I be peaceful and at ease. May I be happy.
Feel it even deeper.
May I be filled with loving kindness. May I be well.
May I be well.
May I be peaceful and at ease. May I be happy.
May you be filled.
May you be filled with loving kindness. May you be well.
May you be well.
May you be peaceful and at ease. May you be happy.
May all be filled.
May all be filled with loving kindness. May all be well.
May all be well.
May all be peaceful and at ease. May all be happy.
May all be happy.
May all be happy. May all be happy.
A couple more times.
May all be happy. May all be happy.
Happy. So I invite you to stay in that prayerful place, and I invite Lindy up to light the candle this morning and say a blessing. Light the candle now? Yes, bless you.
I affirm peace, love, divine order, and unity through all the world.
Thank you, Lindia, for those beautiful words, a lovely affirmation to carry in our hearts. Lindia is also one of our faithful prayer shawl makers. She is prolific. So we are blessed to have her with us this morning. So have a seat, and later we'll bless the shawls. Let us continue in prayer. I invite you to close your eyes, settle in, let go of anything that keeps you from being fully present in this month of love as we celebrate divine love with affirmative prayer. We are divine beings standing in faith and living in love. Our strength and awareness of the indwelling Christ is pure, filled with unconditional love and grounded in spirit. We calm our mind, body, and soul, and we hear the still, small voice of spirit and witness the love of God expressing in all of us, through us, and as us. Divine love is the very essence of our being. We are the living, loving energy that is God. By living in complete awareness of God's infinite, unconditional love, we live, move, and enjoy a life of eternal spiritual bliss. God's unconditional love is our guide, directing all that we think, say, and do, and all that we desire. And so that's it. Thank you, God. Amen. All right, it is Prayer Sunday, and Linda, would you like to come and help me? I am so grateful for Linda's contribution to our prayer shawl ministry. This is not one she made. She has made many, and they just go like pancakes, fly out the door. If you would like to have a prayer shawl, please see Bonnie Chapa. Bonnie, there she is in the back waving her hand, or me. These shawls are free, but we do keep a log, and I would like this little tag back so that we can enter into the log who it went to and what the purpose was. So join me in blessing the prayer shawls that are spread all around this sanctuary. Let's infuse them with love and light so that the recipients will be blessed by your love and light. And so it is. Thank you, and thank you, Linda. In the foyer, I'm looking at the corner diagonal through the foyer, is a brown prayer box. That's where you can deposit your prayer requests that are in the bulletin that you've received today. There's also a little basket with pocket prayer shawls, free for the taking. So do feel free to help yourself. If anybody is with us for the first time today, feel free to raise your hand, and then the ushers will find you and bring you a welcome packet. On the front is a name tag. If you'll fill that out, we can find you after the service to welcome you and to invite you to join us for refreshments afterwards. So if any of you are new with us, we love you, we bless you, and we recognize the Christ Spirit in you. Thank you for joining us today. And with that, enough from me, and here's Donovan.
Oh, cha-cha-cha. Hi, welcome. Good morning. Let's try that again. Good morning. Yeah. I'm so glad that you're here. I missed last week, and I've said to a few people, it feels like I'm gone for a long time when I miss just a week. So welcome to you, and welcome to everyone watching on our live stream. All righty, let's see. Reminders, please make sure that your cell phones are on silent mode, so you can turn them off or mute the ringer. If you're not sure, you can check so they don't ring during the service. The March Bulletin is posted. Be sure to check it out at our website at unityofthevalley.org. And Inga already mentioned our prayer box. I'm not sure if we have oh, we do. I'll just say it again. So there's, if you're not here to fill something out in the prayer box, you can get a hold of Julia at this number on the screen if you want to write that down or memorize it. Okay, and then today, join us for soup in the fellowship hall after the service. If you can bring a pot of soup on a Sunday, please sign up in the fellowship hall. It really helps, and thank you to everyone who does bring food. Also today at 12:15, this seems like this happens once a year. Didn't it just happen last year? The annual congregational meeting in the sanctuary today at 12:15, so hang around for that. Do you have anything to add to that, John?
Oh, it's so fun.
It's so fun. Oh, man. Have some soup and come to the meeting. Tuesday, 7 p.m., the Behind the Lens seminar movie this week is The Cain Mutiny. That's a great one, so come see that. It's $5 each time you come, or it's $30 for the series. And Tom Blank does a really awesome presentation, and then he has a question and answer session afterwards. So come check that out, Tuesday at 7. Wednesday from 4:30 to 5:30, the Unity Grief Support Group, facilitated by Reverend Inga, meets in the garden room. And boy, we got a few more. Saturday, 10:30 a.m. to noon, the Sacred Women's Circle, calling all women to join Bev Forster in the upstairs Fillmore Wing as we explore sacred sounds for the chakras and intentional use of energy for self-healing. Next Sunday, Becoming an Instrument of Love with John West. So make sure you tune in for that. Also next Sunday, something near and dear to my heart, First Sunday Potluck. And my tummy, after the service, so bring a main dish or a salad and invite your friends and family. Unity will provide coffee, tea, and dessert. Also next Sunday from 12:15 to 1:30 p.m., the Empathetic Presence and Nonviolent Communication, a monthly primer and practice group with Michael Drayling meets upstairs. So that's next Sunday as well. Upcoming Sundays, March 9th and 16th, Love in Action sign-ups will be held in the fellowship hall after the service. Come and visit the tables to find out what volunteer opportunities are available. There are many, and chat with our volunteer representatives. And I've always loved that about this group, is that so many people participate and volunteer. So come check that out. Let's see, March 15th, on Saturday, It Takes a Village Volunteer Appreciation Brunch from 10:30 to noon. Your shared leadership team wants to honor you and expresses their gratitude for you for volunteering and serving our community. So that's so cool. Sign up in the fellowship hall, and it's always a great brunch. Monday, March 17th, from 4 to 5:30 p.m., Easter choir. Boy, it's hard to believe it's almost Easter. Easter choir practice begins. Sign up in the fellowship hall if you'd like to join that. Saturday, March 22nd, the Celebration of Life service for June Hopkins is at 11 a.m. Oh, I missed that smile. So come to that if you'd like. And now Donna. I don't see Donna. Donna has an announcement, it says?
No.
Okay. Donna, can you give your announcement from home? Are you watching?
I think I know what this is about.
You know what it's about?
There is going to be a showing of a film, a documentary film about the youths who brought the court case about global warming to try to get our government to take action on global warming. I don't know what's on their mind about that. No, it's so important, and it's a beautiful thing to see the youth stepping up and I think carrying this responsibility that more adults need to join on board. So this is sponsored by our EAT group. EAT. Yes, it makes your mouth water, but it also stands for the Environmental Action Team here at Unity.
That's all I have.
Oh, okay. Well, I just wanted to, I think some of you thought I was kidding when I said that the annual meeting is fun. I think it is fun. It's on a different level of fun. It's the kind of fun where you come in and you see the various leaders who are going to be giving reports on the past year and really sharing their hearts and our accomplishments. And so, it's a more peaceful kind of fun, but it's really opening our hearts to all that's going on here, all the different ways people are leading, because this truly is a shared leadership community. And we've worked very hard on a report from a number of different people, all compiled into one beautiful report about the past year, and then how we're going to spring forward and looking ahead to the coming year. So after you've managed to have some munchies in the room, we're going to gather here around 12:15, and I invite you to just experience all the love and joy that's being poured into this community. So with that, why don't we rise and stretch, sing our. You want to talk a little bit about this?
Yeah, as the music team comes forward, I'd like to welcome to our platform today Haley Loren and Daniel Gallo on guitar. Welcome, guys. We're gonna do a song that I think this song could be played nonstop for the world right now, called "Give Me Love," George Harrison tune.
Give me light, give me life, keep me free from birth. Give me hope, help me cope with this heavy load. Trying to touch and reach you with heart and soul. My Lord, please take hold of my hand, that I might understand you. Won't you please, oh won't you give me love, give me love, give me peace on earth. Give me light, give me life, keep me free from birth. Give me hope, help me cope with this heavy load. Trying to touch and reach you with heart and soul. My Lord, peace on earth, give me light, give me life, keep me free from birth. Give me hope, help me cope with this heavy load. Trying to touch and reach you with heart and soul. Give me love, give me love, give me peace on earth. Give me light, give me life, keep me free from earth now. Give me hope to help me cope with this heavy load. Trying to touch and reach you with heart and soul. My Lord,
All right. That's great. Thank you.
So for today's meditation, let us prepare for today's service on prosperity consciousness. So breathe in the stillness and silence of your heart space. Relax your core, your neck. Get comfortable in your chair. If you feel any lingering worries or concerns, embrace them and then release them. And let us focus our attention on our inner being. As we get more and more calm, let's open ourselves to the infinite potential that moves through our lives. We not only experience our thoughts and general awareness, but you also have the energy and the motivation, the will, to bring into manifestation the lives we seek to lead. A river of infinite potential is waiting and ready to flow through us. My father used to refer to this as real possibilities and the need to be open to them. You can think of this as a channel flowing through you where the river really moves and the journey that is our life takes on a new velocity, complete with beautiful and edifying challenges. So just vision that. There's so many rivers around here that can fulfill that metaphor. And as we saw in Reverend Maggie's video several weeks ago, our energy currents, the currents that flow through us, flow much more positively when we extract the obstacles, the boulders, the strainers, the snags that divert our attention, our motivations, and bottle up our potential. Psychological snags come in many forms, like a nagging inability to let go of disappointment, a stiff resistance to forgive yourself or others, a perspective that blames others for our problems, or perhaps among the most challenging of all, a defensiveness that, like a fortress, prevents us from admitting our mistakes or our trespasses against others. Let us free ourselves of these energy traps. Extricating ourselves takes a power greater than the mind. It calls for a divine power within. This is one of the real purposes of prayer. Let us call upon the divine potential, the presence, and waken our divine mother to help in our liberation. Her energy can help dissolve these energy spells. The sooner we release the energy snares of ego, the sooner we experience true freedom. It's a constant work. But with this radical freedom, just imagine how every day would become different. Imagine how the peace of the Christ would flow through you, unimpeded, like true prosperity, authentic peace of mind. Does this sound like the kingdom of heaven? Let's take this silence and vision of our lives. Let's take it into the silence. A vision of our lives freed of mental and emotional obstacles, like a river of unparalleled beauty flowing with our highest potential. Let's just take that into the silence. let this affirmation of fulfilling our highest potential flow from us. As you return to the room, feel yourself just becoming aware of your surroundings. Open your eyes, take another deep breath, and remember to focus on your divine inheritance, the animating power of spirit. Let it free you from the obstacles to peace and joy within. Let this be your inspiration, a spiritual liberation. And let this hope shine through you, now and always. Thank you, Spirit. Amen.
Hi, everyone. So we're going to do a song that's never been performed ever. I didn't write it, but somebody who's here today did actually co-write this song. This is by Eric Allen and Meg Hutchinson, a wonderful singer-songwriter who lives back east. And this is the song's debut. So, are you good? Yeah. Bound to be a long healing. If healing ever comes around, it's hard to see through days and trees what this storm is coming down. But tomorrow's light is already traveling from some distance that I can't fathom. Be careful what you think you know. This moment, that's my only wisdom. Bound to be a long healing, but tomorrow's light will come around. Tomorrow's light's already traveling. No one here can stop it now. I surrender to the daylight. I surrender to the storms. I surrender, come what might. Love and trouble take their forms. Tomorrow's light's traveling. Tomorrow's light. Tomorrow's light's already traveling. Tomorrow's light. Tomorrow's light. Tomorrow's light's already traveling. But tomorrow's light's already traveling from some distance that I can't fathom. Be careful what you think you know. This moment, that's my only wisdom. the daylight. I surrender to the stars. I surrender, come what might. Love and trouble take their forms, but tomorrow's light's already traveling. Tomorrow's light, tomorrow's light's already traveling, and tomorrow's light's traveling. Tomorrow's light, tomorrow's light's already traveling. Tomorrow's light's already traveling. Tomorrow's light, tomorrow's light, tomorrow's light. Bound to be a long healing. Thank you so much to Laura. Thank you, Eric. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you so much for your beautiful music, your beautiful song. Just a minute. Good morning, dear ones. Slide, please. There we go. Our theme this morning is prosperity consciousness versus poverty consciousness. And this is a subject that we all know a lot about and could well be the theme of a group study class. But in our limited time together today, I'm hoping to plant some seeds that might help us all on our journey toward awakening the treasures of our hearts. I want to begin first by thanking all of the speakers this month who have shared such beautiful and inspiring messages regarding prosperity and abundance. It's truly been a beautiful month of serving. On one of my first visits to India, I was drawn to visit New Delhi, the place where the beloved Mahatma Gandhi worked tirelessly for peace. Walking into the room where he was living at the time of his assassination, I was stunned to find his possessions sitting on a small table beside the cot he slept on. Slide, please. At the time of Gandhi's death, his personal possessions consisted of his spectacles, his sandals, his pocket watch, his writing book and pens, along with his bowl and plate. As we glimpse into the life of Gandhi, at this picture of his physical possessions, let's all ask ourselves the question, do these simple belongings of the Mahatma represent prosperity consciousness or poverty consciousness? What this picture tells me is that it's what we do with the precious moments, days, and years of our life that determine whether we live in prosperity or poverty consciousness. It's our positive mental thoughts, our loving emotional attitudes, our spiritual aspirations, and our selfless dedication to serving others that builds a consciousness of prosperity. It's that consciousness flowing through our heart and mind that blesses and permeates everything we do with healing love, light, and abundance. It's not how much money we have in the bank, our wealth, or the possessions we amass through a lifetime that reflects our prosperity. It's how we spiritually use the gifts that we have been given to lift and bless others. In an interview after receiving the Nobel Peace Prize, Gandhi told the reporter, "I am the wealthiest man in the world. For every minute I serve, there is in me the consciousness that I am adding to the nation and the world's wealth." In giving of his love, strength, and wisdom in service to others to his last breath, Gandhi demonstrated in a powerful manner the principles of prosperity consciousness. You see, Gandhi, like many other great souls and teachers, understood that prosperity and poverty are states of consciousness created out of our own thought processes and emotional reactions to the world we live in. Prosperity and poverty consciousness exist in every one of us. They arise out of our heart center, where they are either rooted in our spiritual alignment with divine spirit or our separation from divine spirit. Like Gandhi, some persons are born with an inner knowing, and they understand that they are children of a living God, and as such possess an inexhaustible source of divine light, love, happiness, health, and well-being. From birth, they recognize that their calling is to awaken and manifest prosperity, not only in their own lives, but in the lives of all those with whom they journey on this sacred path. Others are born veiled from this knowing, and they become the way-showers as they move the boulders of disbelief and lead others towards an awareness of prosperity. So when we gaze upon the few possessions of the Mahatma Gandhi, the few things that he possessed at the time of his death, we're not looking at someone who lived in poverty, but someone whose prosperity consciousness lifted the lives of his countrymen, inspired peace where there was turmoil and war and conflict, and charted a course of freedom for his nation and for many others to follow. In Gandhi's words, "A man's true wealth, therefore, is measured in the good he has done for his fellow man and for the world." Like compassion and fear, prosperity and poverty are forms of energy. And as we all know, energy is in a constant state of motion and is determined by our thoughts, emotional reactions, and the choices that we make in life. Slide, please. This chart illustrates some of the differences between prosperity consciousness and poverty consciousness. Poverty consciousness is born out of our unknowing, our fearful and negative thoughts and feelings, which create blockages to the energy flow, causing the potential for dis-ease, helplessness, and isolation. Poverty consciousness feeds on low self-esteem and is deeply rooted in unresolved traumatic experiences. It feeds off of negative emotions stemming from our beliefs that we are not good enough. We are not good enough to be loved, cared for, or accepted. Poverty consciousness can bombard us with ruminating thoughts and emotions, which I like to call the never-enoughs. Never enough time, never enough energy, never enough money, never enough. Or my other favorite one, the what-ifs. What if this happens, or that happens, or the car breaks down, or the cat runs away, or the roof collapses? The other side of poverty consciousness is prosperity consciousness. And there, our energy is focused on positive actions, centering our hearts and minds in a mandala of giving and receiving, a spiral of reciprocal maintenance, whereas one hand reaches out to give freely, the other hand receives from the bountifulness of the universe. Prosperity consciousness in an awareness and reliance on the one power of God to provide for our every need. It is a fearlessness rooted in our absolute faith in the power of God. Charles and Myrtle Fillmore, the co-founders of the Unity Movement, shared with us beautiful understandings of prosperity consciousness. Slide, please. Charles Fillmore wrote, "Poverty and prosperity, it all depends on you. All that the Father has is yours, but you alone are responsible for the relationship of the Father's good in your life. Through your conscious recognition of your oneness with the Father and His abundance, you draw the living substance into living supply." I love that. You draw the living substance into living supply. These first couple of months of 2025 have brought some unexpected challenges and setbacks to my daily life, making it especially difficult to stay grounded in a consciousness of abundance and prosperity. And it occurred to me while wading through the complexities of illness, major home repairs, and end-of-life issues with Kirsty, to take a good look at my personal relationship with prosperity and poverty consciousness, to examine whether I'm reacting to the personal challenges in my life through a consciousness filled with faith, trust, releasing love, abundance, and prosperity, or reacting to difficult situations through a consciousness that is fraught with fear, doubt, anger, loss, and poverty thinking. I examined how my thoughts and attitudes about my health, home, and care for Kirsty were affecting my consciousness. And I asked myself some very, very hard questions, questions that we may all want to ask ourselves at different times. Do I take my health for granted? Do I think that there's not enough time to care for myself? Not enough doctors? Not enough of this? Not enough of that? The not enough thoughts are a clear symptom that poverty consciousness is manifesting itself in our lives. Major home repairs. I'm terrified of contractors tearing up my beautiful hardwood floors in my home, which they will begin doing tomorrow. What other water damage could they find? What other problems are lurking under my house? What if thoughts, fear, anxiety, apprehension about all the things that could go wrong and all of the things that we have no control over? What if thoughts and emotions are another clear sign that the decaying effects of poverty consciousness are seeping into your life? End of life care for your loved ones. This is a big one. Caring for a loved one during their last days, watching their steady decline, and coping with feelings of helplessness are a natural reaction to grief. But when I found myself moving through bouts of fearful anxiety, self-doubt, and lack of trust in God, it was clear that I was experiencing the flow of life through the lens of poverty consciousness. Sitting quietly in contemplation one day, I remembered an experience I had when I was about 10 years old. My family had experienced a major loss that left my mother and I devastated. I'll never forget my mother looking at me with her beautiful eyes, and in a strong and clear voice, she said, "Honey, God never makes mistakes. God never makes mistakes." This was my first spiritual lesson, and the first time I recognized that there were spiritual principles directing every aspect of our lives. Among the many spiritual principles taught at Unity, in fact, the first one on the back of our bulletin is this: God is everywhere and always present in every circumstance. God is everywhere and ever present in every circumstance. There are no accidents. What a beautiful and comforting words these are. Truly a light to guide us through difficult times. Yet, it is also important to remember to be kind to ourselves when things seem to fall apart in our lives and we become frail and exhausted by circumstances beyond our control. These are the moments of confusion and unrest where we temporarily lose touch with our inner knowing of abundance and prosperity. Depression, anxiety, and helplessness can easily engulf us when our cars break down, the roof is leaking, family members are ill, and the taxes are due. We've all experienced days like this. I'm reminded of when I was an intern beginning to see patients with multiple complex issues. I was often bombarded with layers and layers of crises and catastrophes in my patients' lives. I would come home with migraine headaches and feel like my head was literally spinning on my shoulders. One day, when reviewing my cases with the attending doctor, my supervisor, I shared with her my frustration, and she looked at me kindly and said, "Serenay, you have to start teaching your patients to stop catastrophizing." What I said is that, "What is that? A new disorder in the DSM?" Catastrophizing might as well be a disorder, actually a very common one for most of us. Catastrophizing comes from the word catastrophe, meaning disaster, crisis, fatal, ruinous, or tragic. It happens when multiple things in our lives begin to unravel and we lose control, or at least the illusion that we are in charge of our lives. When too many things come at us all at once and we feel buried or engulfed or underwater, that's when the tendency to catastrophize begins. Do any of you recall the story of Chicken Little? Her response when the acorns fell and hit her on the head is a perfect example of catastrophizing. Her immediate reaction was that she thought that the sky was falling. So she ran all around the barnyard telling the animals, "The sky is falling, the sky is falling. Take cover in the barn for your lives." Well, just like Chicken Little, some of us at times tend to focus on the acorns falling on our heads, or those things that are difficult, challenging, or even petty. And in so doing, we lose touch with gratitude and sight of the abundance and prosperity that we so enjoy. Perhaps now more than ever, as we are pushed and pulled in so many different directions, it's time to follow Chicken Little's advice and take cover. But this time, not in the barn. This time, under the mantle of prosperity consciousness. It's time to anchor our emotions in the beauty of gratitude and the immense, inexhaustible abundance we have all around us. Our families, our friends, our spiritual community, and the divine blessings that support our lives. It's time to claim our birthright, our treasure as children of God. It's time to be still our minds, strengthen our hearts, and focus our attention on service to our brethren, both near and far. From Wayne Dyer. When you are able to shift your inner consciousness to how you can serve others, and when you make this the focus of your life, you will then be in a position to know miracles in your progress and your prosperity. Slide, please. I love these words from the Apostle Paul and the example they set for all of us to follow. I will walk in faith even though I can't see. Through the pain and suffering of blindness, the Apostle Paul continued serving his beloved brethren. And during times of uncertainty and persecution, he kept the flock fearlessly rooted in an abundance of faith. I don't need to tell you that these are difficult times we are living through. We walk in uncertainty, we breathe in distorted truths and lies, we feel the deluge of negative energy pushing against the clarity of our minds and hearts. But yet, even though our way may be darkened, we are learning to open our hearts to the flow of abundance and prosperity. And we are walking fearlessly in the light of our faith in God, the one power that guides, lifts, and protects us all. As we follow in the footsteps of Gandhi, the Apostle Paul, and others, we understand that each of us carries a profound responsibility to make a difference by making the world a better place, to lift the consciousness of this small planet through a fearless dedication to truth and spiritual principles. As Gandhi so often reminded his followers, fearlessness is the first requirement of spirituality. So let's begin today by opening our hearts to the healing path and ways of peace, by envisioning the light of our goodness dissolving the ideations of hate and separateness, and through a consciousness rooted in divine spirit, guiding our every step, we will draw forth the abundance of prosperity, and we will walk and chart a course of freedom and peace for every living being on this planet. And so it is. God bless you all.
Thank you, Sarah Nay, for that wonderful message, and catastrophizing I shall not do anymore. This is the time when we gather our love offerings. I'm Ted Taylor, President of your Board of Trustees for another month or so, and hope to see you all at our annual meeting this afternoon. Sarah Nay's comments remind me that it appears we are co-creators in the universe with everything around us, and anything we put our attention and resources into grows. And if you plant a tiny garden, as some of you might be thinking about doing this spring, but you forget to fertilize and water it, you might get a scraggly little carrot and maybe a dandelion, which is edible. But and if you join a book club, but you somehow forget to read the book and you still go to the sessions, you probably end up falling asleep during, guilty sometimes. But when you get involved in a spiritual community, such as we have here, and support it with your time, energy, and resources, not only do you learn and grow, but the entire community grows along with you. And it's a beautiful thing. As Unity of the Valley has been a source of light and love in our valley and beyond for more than 80 years. So we are asking you today to continue to do your part. And with that in mind, please join me as we take your love offerings and bless them together. Divine love through me blesses and multiplies all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive. I give in love, and I trust God. Thank you.
And then again. I'm going to share a song that I wrote many years ago in the wake of Hurricane Katrina, actually, is what was happening while this song was sort of coming through my mind. And I was really reflecting at that point, at the tender age of 19, how truly blessed I was, even in my darkest moments, that I had so much to be grateful for, so much prosperity in my life through the form of family and sort of having the basics and just realizing how incredibly lucky I was. And this song came from that. It's called Lucky. I have a bowl of fruit, a sink that rarely leaks. When I breathe, I fill my lungs with air that's sweet. I have a soft bed, a closet full of clothes. When I step outside, it's in soil where grass can grow. And I have enough. I need nothing else much. I'm lucky, this is a lucky life. I see it more and more, how lucky is a relative state of mind. And as long as I concede that I've got all that I need to be satisfied, I feel lucky all my life. I have a friend to call, a sister to worry about me. When I fall, I know someone will help me get back on my feet. And I have more than I know. I need nothing else to show I'm lucky. This is a lucky life. I see it more and more, how lucky is a relative state of mind. And as long as I concede that I've got all that I need to be satisfied, I feel lucky all my life. Sometimes when times get hard, it's hard to believe life's not a dry well. But seeing what fades, what lasts, gives me reason to remind myself lucky is a state of mind. Oh, my friend, oh, I'm so lucky. This is a lucky life. I see it more and more, how lucky is a relative state of mind. as long as I concede that I've got all that I need to be satisfied, I feel lucky all my life. I have a bowl of fruit. Thank you so much. Thank you for having me.
Let us take that in. We are indeed lucky. We are so blessed. So let us take this time to bless the love offerings as we dedicate this service and these gifts to the work, the will, and the way of the living Christ in each and every one of us. Let us go forth and let our light shine and spread the prosperity that we have been granted, that we are manifesting in our lives. So for these gifts and all blessings, we are truly grateful, and so it is. Amen. Thank you, Jody. And thank you, music team, and our wonderful guests, and Eric, for your music today. Wow, we are indeed blessed. And we want to thank all those folks who make this service possible, all the volunteers, it takes a village, all those who are working behind the scenes, and our wonderful staff. So we are truly grateful, and on this side of the room, we have our chaplains available to you to be with you in prayer. And I see Andy and Julia wearing prayer stoles. So these, oh, and Teresa, these lovely angels of prayer are available to be with you right after the service. And with that, let us stand and sing our peace song.
Be my joyous vow to take each moment and live each moment
day.
Gracias.